Alright. I'm finally back into Dragon Age. Um, I believe, I believe I have figured out what I need to do. Um, I say that lightly though, because it talked about a fort, and I'm afraid that the fort it means is this place, but I still have no idea how to get to that place. Um, so I really don't know. I'm also not seeing one of the camps because it talked about 4 camps. One, yeah, 4 camps. What is this? That's camp. We'll go do that camp because it did talk about one particular camp and a fort, if I even read it all right to begin with. So here's hoping to that. Ooh, I might have to change it to a lighter purple on my event list, because now that Christmas is done and the holidays are done, even though I fucked up, I meant to change it to red, or at least, I meant to change the coloring to red before Christmas, but that never happened. So that's my bad. So I changed it back to purple. But I think it's gonna need to be a lighter purple. And another little worthy note is that I have added in a emote wall. So anytime you send an emote through chat, even if it's multiple at a time in one message, it will show all the emotes on the screen. I tried doing it before, but I don't really remember exactly why I turned it off. But I would definitely like to keep it this time around because I think it's pretty great, and I know everybody enjoys the emotes that are available to us, so I figured it was worth bringing back and actually keeping. Come on. I don't remember any of my abilities. Sleep. Have more. Actually, I think that one might have been the last. Yep, that was the last enemy that I needed to close it. So yeah, my lights are back to normal. I'm slowly transitioning things to be back to about what they are through the normal year, because I'm not entirely sure of what I could even do for New Year. Those colors are always different in all colors, so... Light overlook. Oof. Oh. That looks interesting. I'm gonna get it. So, basically, the thing that I ended up coming to a conclusion about was maybe if I just kept clearing out the whole Western approach, maybe then some answers would be found. I don't know. That's my take on it right now. If the boys will let me climb this ladder. Okay. No, 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 no. Why did I have trouble walking? Okay. So yeah, my main attack is to basically figure out if the camp that's over there that I'm having trouble reaching is the camp that I need to unlock the area. Unless what I found is not correct. Because, like I said, I was really trying not to spoil anything, which meant I was barely looking and skimming and
Inquisitor.
all that jails. Wow, these guys are still here, huh? Get over here. Coming for you. Okay. I didn't see what camp this was called. Hold on. Nope. Alright. So the camp that I can't really get through is the one that I need. It's the one that's there. I don't know what this question mark is. Where am I? There. Okay, we'll head toward the question mark. And then go to that one place that kind of looks like a fort, even though I don't think that's the name of the fort that the little walkthrough that I found gave me, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Cause I got nothing. And I really would like to finish it since I've almost got everybody's inner circle thing done currently. More can come, but currently. Oh. Odd question mark here. Okay, to the fort. Or this keep, whatever it is. I don't care. Big thing. Gonna try. Gonna try. Yeah, found the keep. It could easily be spotted from miles away. Throw yourselves upon the fire. I'm pretty sure there's better ways to go about that. Okay, good. You died. Stay still, buddy. Thank you. I don't know who they're oh, he's way up there. Hold on. Unless Varric can finish him off. Which it looked like he did. So there's no way I can get up there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. So excited. How did he even get up there to begin with? It's a very good question. Ugh. Okay, well, really? Why'd it have to turn green? Because I didn't thank you. Knock, knock! Come here. Come here. Nice miss. Coming for you. At some point I'll get through. Okay, now I know they finished off the one that was up there. Alright, I'm finding a lot of stuff. Yeah, they look up. Coming! I wish I could move faster!
How long can they keep this up?
Not that long, Varric, when you're the one that goes charging in and kills them all before I could get there. Good lord. At least Varric doesn't, like, totally hate me. Ow. Who needs 3 ladders? Coming for you.
Here, Inquisitor! I am ready to serve! Life is nothing! He will reign!
Man, y'all ain't doing a very good job at convincing me. Okay, other than I am suddenly low health. I blame the fire!
I join your glory.
That was the one guy, right? Pretty sure.
It's a good fort. Might keep the Vince from catching us with our pants down.
I'm glad you approve, Bull. Hello, Purple People Eater. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day has gone well. And thank you for the hydrate. There's an astrolabe nearby. Can't wait to mess that up. Okay, how do I go about? That's how I claim it. Varric, were you okay in the corner? Hopefully he was okay. He almost looked a little sunken into the ground. Just a little. I'm a liberator! I don't know why.
Inquisitor, you're early.
Yes.
We've barely been set up a week. I have a patrol out at the moment. Some of the men cited darkspawn in the area. I have reports that bandits have taken up squatting in the fortress the wardens abandoned. We're
Yeah, I need to get in
reasonably
there.
well entrenched here, but the keep's water supply has been problematic. It's causing delays.
Okay.
I'll prepare the troops for inspection at once.
I'm not here to inspect. I never muted my phone. Now it's muted. I'll prepare the troops for inspection at once. I don't need I don't need to inspect. Tell me about the darkspawn.
What can you tell me about the darkspawn in the area?
The darkspawn seem to have emerged since we took the keep.
Okay.
I've warned the troops not to engage unless absolutely necessary. We don't need a blight in the ranks. We have to find whatever hole the monsters came from and seal it.
What's this about bandits? I
Report.
need in that.
What's the situation in the Warden's fortress?
I need in that.
Bandits moved in. Worse than quillbacks, if you ask me.
Can I get in there now?
They're holed up in there and using it as a base to strike at our supply caravans. Blasted scavengers.
Problem with the water supply.
What's wrong with the water supply?
The fort's well is full of garbage. Blasted Venatori threw corpses in there. There's an oasis nearby, but a Vargist claimed it. Doing a decent job of keeping us away, too. 4 soldiers have already fallen to venom and claws. We'll need reinforcements to drive the monster out.
Okay, tell me about yourself.
We haven't met, have we? What's your name, soldier? Where have you served?
I beg your pardon, Inquisitor. Knight Captain Rylan at your service.
His
I
voice
served
might be
with the
better here.
Templars in Starkhaven until they all ran off to the hills, barking at the moon. Commander Cullen offered me a job, and I was glad to do anything to help stop all this madness.
Cool. What are your duties?
What's your duties here, Captain?
I am Commander Cullen's second-in-command.
Nice.
As such, I handle logistics
Are you
for
the
many of our
dude
more
that
high-risk
interrupted our
missions.
first
I
kiss?
also coordinate reports for the commander from agents
Better not
out
have
in
been
the
him.
field.
How do you know?
If you were in Starkhaven, how do you know Cullen?
After Kirkwall exploded, Starkhaven sent aid.
Okay.
Rubble fell on much of the city. A lot of people were homeless or trapped in collapsed buildings. I coordinated rescue efforts and met Cullen while he was trying to command what was left of Kirkwall's Templars.
Got it. You didn't leave the
You didn't want
chantry.
to leave the Chantry with the others of your order.
Sacred duties are all well and good, but someone needs to do real work now and then. If the barracks are on fire, I'm going for water, not standing around smiting the ash for heresy. Ah, respectfully speaking, of course, Inquisitor.
How is the
You're
Inquisition
good, man. That
treating
was
you so
funny.
far, Captain?
It's good work. Some of it's a touch batty, but I'm always glad to be doing something useful, Inquisitor. There's no shortage of things that need repaired, shored up, or just a good bucket of water dumped on them.
Thank
Carry
you.
on, Captain.
Yes, Inquisitor. Right,
I'm gonna
back
go
to work.
fail this astrolabe. Hopefully not. I really want to go get those fortress squatters right away. Especially if it'll get me in. Excited for that. How's this supposed to... Oh. This one seems... kind of easier. Or not. Hold on. Okay, I think it's better if I start here. Do that. Go up here. Go there. No, I think I fucked it up. Yeah, I did. Hold on. Here, here. No. I'm thinking too hard about it. Really think if I do this. Maybe. So then I could come over here to do this. This. Yes! See, I was making it more difficult than it needed to be! Oof. Brain. There's a thing here. A cave. Okay, go down.
Inquisitor.
I've already talked to you, dude. Already talked. Said all we can said. Huh. I can get up there. Hold on. Or not. Oh, God. Okay. No, come on. I hit X. Oh, God. That was about to be even worse. What the hell? Is it because of how I'm walking that it's just not registering that I can jump right away, or what? Yep. It won't let me walk first. Think about you. Excuse me.
Listen up, recruits. None of you sad sacks of wiven shit would last a minute in that desert. I want your full and undivided attention.
That's so mean, though. Pretty sure they do better than you give them credit for. Okay, that was useless to me. Hello, everybody.
By the time I'm done with you, recruits, every one of you pathetic nut babies will be ready to face a
Oh, there's
high
even a
grade-
merchant here. Nice. I can sell stuff. Instead of destroying it for once. Stop. Stop. Why's there gotta be a hole there? What's this read? I am well aware of the increasing presence of Grey Wardens in the region. They are not to be disturbed and should not trouble you. This is the will of the Elder One. What? What? But Blackwall is a Grey Warden. Oh, I think they're just talking about the usual reasoning. Usual reasoning, usual reasoning. Okay. Obviously, my inventory's full. I can't remember the last time I did it. Oh, let's see. We got a 429, which is better than the purple. So we will replace that. Dorian. We have a 147 for you? Oh my god. Look at that. Look at that. Barrack never changes. A bowl. 231. 289 though. And it's better than those two, too. Nice. Yeah, I figured as much. The helmet. I have the best helmet on. Have a 211. No, we have a 254. Hold up. Okay. 254 it is. You can't wear that. 144. I guess you're not changing. 72. You can have the 211. And you can have the 280. Which one does that one look like? Oh, I got him back in that. Oh no, I got him back in that one. 30. These outfits kill me. 29. Yeah. All the best we got. Purple, purple. Purple. Dorian, purple, purple, purple. Oh, we have a couple of new ones. Hold on. What's this do? Minus 100. Blocks 1 melee attack. Undying. Resist a lethal strike. I don't think I like that. Front defense. Plus 20. Negative 50%? Hell no. Those are shitty. Those are so bad. Obviously, I'm not going to use those. Okay. You need to go down to that merchant so I can sell stuff. Then I can go back to investigating the keep. Okay. Merchant!
Notice how many casualties there are on our patrols.
Hey, let me sell. Cause I've got a lot to sell. I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't look like this when I went to sell, though. Crap. Yeah, because how the hell am I going to know any of this now? 117.97. So anything below 100 for the staffs. Anything below 260. We don't need... I might keep one bow. Yes. I really don't know. Keep all the shields. I feel like I'm doing something bad here. But I don't think I am. Why does it all have to be like this, though? Ugh. I guess anything below 150 I'll get rid of. Except for when it comes to the helmets, anything below 20. I am so afraid of getting rid of anything. Because I don't like this. Okay. Now I pretty much said, yeah, these two suck. Getting rid of that. Then I'll keep... I don't think I'm ever going to use this, so I think I'm just going to get rid of it. I know it gave me no money, but I'm just going to get rid of it. What are these? Upgrades? Wow, I had...
I've got everything you...
Yeah, you did. You did. Okay, good. I had a lot of armor.
No refunds.
Okay, I think I made it through that without making any mistakes. Have all this gold and I haven't spent any of it. Let's see. I checked over there. Pretty sure there was nothing else. Check over here. Oh, wait, no, I did need to check that chest again to take what was inside of it. My bad. What is this? It's hiding something behind it. Nothing that great, but it hit something. Come on. Screwed up. Yeah, that opens up something. Or does something. I don't remember what Mello said it was. What it did. Does something. Read. You are the luckiest bastard I ever met. Who did you bribe to get sent back to the keep? I'm stuck watching over the crazy Templars, and have you seen them glowing and growing all kinds of things? Put in a good word for me with service. Would you just see if you can get me a post that's not full of monstrous lunatics? I don't blame you. Please move, Bo! Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Hey, look, Deathroot. I like me some Deathroot. Sure. Sure. The raiders are pathetically inadequate tools. They litter half the ways with traps for the abyssal high dragon, hoping she will stumble into one. We'd be better off hiring jesters to bait the creature. At least we'd get our money's worth.
Why do these people always keep journals? I haven't kept a journal since I was a little boy.
I mean, you got a point there. There's loot? You really have a point there. I don't know why, but they do. Okay.
Captain wanted this done an hour ago.
But is there a reason why... Why do I have to pull a lever to get in? I can't believe I almost got freaking held up by a lever. Oh, yeah. Gotta figure out how to get to that cave that's just nearby. Nope. Need to go back, open up that one chest that I couldn't get the item out of, just so my sanity's safe from that. But I'm pretty sure the Darkspawn are gonna be in that corner of the keep. So we will head there next, now that I have grabbed everything that I needed to grab from over here.
By the time I'm done with you recruits,
Yeah, you just keep talking to them. Anything interesting? No. Thank you. I don't know how they keep getting in my way. Oh, is there, like, nothing? Like, nothing? What? Is it
You ever
outside
notice
of
how many
this?
casualties there are on our patrols?
It's no worse here than any other posting.
But the Inquisitor does impossible things and never loses a man.
Yeah, well, I have really good people that work with me, dude. Like, really good people. How? Read. I do not care about the bad condition of the keep. If it were in defensible condition, it would not have been abandoned for the last age. Conduct repairs, get the fortifications rebuilt. We will certainly need them, and we may not have much time. Okay. I'm trying to read them, even though it's a little bit late. I'm trying to read more of that stuff, because some of that stuff actually has important things. That was to the astrolabe, but how do I get... How... Oh. Okay, so I'm gonna guess it's outside. The outpost well, yeah. Yeah. Alright, I guess we gotta leave the keep.
smirk at me, recruit. I will...
But at least it does seem like this keep did help me trigger being able to walk into that fortress that the wardens used to have, so. Heck yeah, I'm on a roll.
You don't have any more linen.
Why does this gate work like this? I hate this. Ugh. This might not work out like the way I wanted it to. Uh-oh. Yeah? What do I do? 'Cause I don't think I can get up there. Unless I did just plainly miss it, which could be a very good possibility. We'll check this out first, and then I'll go back to the keep. Okay. Because I can get back inside the keep a lot faster by jumping to the campsite. Hello? I need help. And are you the one to help me? Probably not. Ooh. Well, here it is.
Where
Dark
did they come
spawn.
from?
I'm not sure I want
Wait,
to
hold on.
know.
Dorian. Thank you. Oh, I did light it up. Serpentstone. Serpentstone. Hey, nice. This ancient cistern stinks like rotten meat. Ugh. Ugh. I have to climb?
Best you'll find this far out.
I need elf root and embryon, as much as you've got.
What? What did I do? Okay.
Did you
That's
see those
not
Venatori
exactly
rats?
what I expected. Go on the lookout for dark spawn then. Deathroot. Mine. Because I figured I could at least help out with this. Stop the Venatori. Yeah, Frederick's livelihood. Whoop-de frickin' do. Oh yeah, I have to clear out the Barghest. Do that in a second. Come in here for dark spawn. That looks like a deep mushroom. Another operation.
Turn back! This is madness!
The darkspawn got through. I'll have to see what our people at Skyhold can do.
Okay, cool. Okay. So that's what I need to do there. Clear it out. Got it. Okay. So yeah, I'll do Oh, that's the other thing. I haven't been to Skyhold. Oh my god, I'm wasting time. Okay, I'll quickly do this little thing. Hello?
Let's look around.
Okay. Okay. Oh, come on. Thank you. Never mind. I need to go up more. I need to go up more. Really? Not gonna be able to get in from that side. Fine. Such a pain. Wow, yeah. I immediately start being able to do it, and then the moment I fall, I lose all my ability to jump. How? How? How did I get up so high the first time? Okay. Oh my god. I don't care. I don't care. I care. But I'm not gonna mess with it. Ugh. That looks like a long fall. Do this slow. How you guys doing? Okay, so I did that for them. I have to go do an operations to do the other thing.
Inquisitor.
Yep. Got your back, man. Got your back. It's a lot of supplies. Okay. So I did that. Which means I am going to Skyhold. What's that? Skyhold. I have a couple things that I need to do here. Other than doing some operations for things that will help me in the long run. But yeah. Yeah. I also brought snacks to the stream. Because I had leftovers. They just weren't a lot. So snacky. Alright. Let's go.
I would have been merciful with the mayor. He made a difficult choice.
That's because he wouldn't have had family in his way.
I was merciful with him. He went to jail. How is that not merciful? I didn't kill him. assholes. Alright. We have a report from a dwarven runner that Warden Ruth was welcomed into a squad of the Legion of the Dead. The group descended into the deep roads and did not return. As is the tradition with the Legion, all were celebrated before they left. We received a number of appreciations in Sir Ruth's name. Okay. Nightingale, 2 points. That book is abysmal, and the entire code-breaking department wants to ritually set it on fire. The message is double encrypted. The message in the mistakes is in a Merchant's Guild cipher. We have not yet broken the guild's code. Okay. There's a lot of quests. Inquisitor, while searching the quarry, my people found a letter from Samson about his red lyrium armor. It troubles me. Please see me when you have a moment to spare. Commander Colin. Find the source of Darkspawn, please. We have scattered reports of Darkspawn in the area, but it has been difficult to track down their points of origin. They're less hampered by the sulfur pits than we are, and our guess is that they are coming from somewhere on the far side. Our troops can bridge the pitch, which should allow us to cross safely and find the location of the Darkspawn, but we will need significant resources to ensure the safety of the men while construction is underway. I await your orders, sir. Hop to it! Commander Colin, thanks to the reinforcements you sent, we constructed the bridge safely with minimal losses and fortified it in the event that Darkspawn tried to use it themselves. The Darkspawn are coming from the rooms that appear to be Tevinter. Per your orders, I am restricting the troops to scouting and guard patrols until the runes can be investigated. Not now! Secure a source of water. Very good. The Griffin Wing Outpost has some access to water, but not enough to sustain the number of people there for a significant amount of time. The situation is not desperate, but if we are to maintain a presence in the western approach, the outpost will require access to fresh water. We should locate a reliable source as soon as possible. Hell yeah, we should. Water is very important. Dwarven slaves. Oh. Gather metals. All that glitters. Improving morale. This a lot. That's huge. Okay, I'll do my best to save that for when I'm getting off stream. Ooh, buddy. Oh, okay. Sightings in the north of Red Templars with armor and weapons adorned with dwarven runes. There are no known entrances to the deep roads in that area, and no missives from Orzammar about missing traders, but they keep next to non-existent records of surface dwarves. The Venatori may be making use of dwarven slaves, possibly from Tevinter, not their usual preference, but also not the first unusual thing they have done. Recommend further investigation in force.
Let's see what we have.
Do it! And many of the nobility of the Orlesian capital have settled their secondary differences and are rallying behind two families. The Desoriers are old money, well-respected but viewed as traditional and stubborn. The Thebalts rose with a popular merchant consortium and are considered new money and progressive. While the intent of both families was to rival us politically, if we declare for one of them, we may manipulate events in our favor. Lord Pyrian Desorier has not asked for our allegiance, but may respect our rising might. Lady Valise the Bolt speaks for her investors and is interested in forward-thinking alliances.
Inquisitor?
I choose progressive. When it comes to it, that is what I would like to do, please. Okay, I gotta talk to Colin. Revenge of the Merchants Guild operation? That doesn't sound good.
Treaties to judge a true Grey Warden.
Heroes then. Saved us all a while back.
Listen.
Can't get much.
Listen. I don't think a lot of people liked my last sit judgments. Hey man, I'm here.
I've been reading the letters found in the quarry. Samson is making red lyrium from people?
Not anymore. Not in that mine.
I knew Samson had fallen, but this, it's monstrous. We have to put an end to him. Look at these orders from the encampment. That armor must give Samson extraordinary power. we may not be able to stop him.
Then we break the armor
Take
first.
away his armor and the lyrium, and Samson's just another man.
I couldn't say how. Templars are trained not to destroy expensive magical equipment. Perhaps Dagmar
I
has
know.
some ideas.
I
She
break
crafts
shit all the
impossible
time.
every day.
Even at work. Not on purpose, of course. Who the fuck is that? And are they here? Yes, it's this dude. I was thinking it was him. Bam. Nobody likes me as much as they used to. Since I started to sit in that damn chair. Alright. Go figure out how to break the armor. Hey. Don't up the storage. Ah! We're good.
Dagna, what have you learned of Samson?
He should be dead. I mean, you could make a hat out of red lyrium and kill people, especially the wearer. Samson's armor, it's genius. To do all this and not go insane, it must be resistant.
Okay.
Or he is insane. Or both.
So in addition to killing others, it's slowly consuming him, too.
Yes, but slow is not fast. Doesn't matter. I can find a way to hurt him. I just need time and red lyrium. For tests.
Is that wise?
Everything is safe if handled properly. And you don't touch it long, or breathe it. I mentioned the hat, right? No hat. Time and resources, Inquisitor.
Okay.
I'll get what you want. Now shoo, I've work to do.
Of course, it's a freaking operation. Maybe I'll get lucky and it's one that I don't need one of my main 3 for. If it is, then we'll have a little bit of time to wait for that. But I can go back and try to get rid of that keep problem that we're having. I just want to do everything as quickly as possible. There's no reason to do it as quickly as possible. I just want to do it. Okay, is it over here? No. Yeah, I need one of my 3, so I'll just bounce to the western approach to try and get into that fortress, since now that I know that there's an enemy there, you would think I can get in there. It's just a thought. Ugh. That card kills me slowly. That card is slowly killing me. I don't like Barrick's new card because of my decision. Tough decisions suck. Well, come on. Load me in. I got stuff to do. There we go. Okay. Okay, so you're saying I should be able to do that now. Is what I'm getting from it. So that better be true. Mount you. And get going. There's the skull. Okay. I know looking that far down on the ground is kind of a mistake, but I'm doing it anyway. 1 of 3. Two. 3. Thank you. My horse is gone now. Which is fine. I don't want to fight. What I want to do is to come toward this. And fight these buddies. That thing continued to follow us again. Okay, can I get in? Please, let me in. Come on! Why not? Oh, I can travel to it. Hold up. Fuck it. Deathroot! I really pissed off the thing. Can I read that? Wait. I gotta go in. So I can help the keep. And maybe this will lead me into the area of the fortress. Or I just have to keep waiting. It's so hard. I'm really impatient with this, and I really want it to just go and work. But I can't force it.
They're upon us!
Of course I am. You are going to die. Oh, that one's a little too long for my liking. Okay, so...
Everything's frozen.
Yep.
I don't think this was the Venatori.
No. I'd say some ancient Tevinter decided to alter time. I'm surprised it didn't go better.
I mean, this was sure... This was an interesting way to do it. Oh boy. Okay. Wow.
Describe a chamber. This must be it.
Oh, it's you guys down there that are talking. Not anymore. Come here, buddy. Nice.
He was carrying this stone for a reason.
The markings on it. I've heard of keystones that bear the same.
Keep searching. There may be more.
Good. Where do I go for more? Oh god. Everywhere. Let me in. Huh. Yes. Okay. Oh. It was right there all along. Okay, I gotta go back and to the right. Definitely checking the map has helped. And let me just say, the Lego Harry Potter is stupidly difficult without a map. And it's kind of ridiculous.
Did I hear this right? You met Corypheus before?
Yes.
We didn't have tea and crumpets, Sparkler. I was there when he woke up.
And he said what? Hello, I'm one of the magisters who broke into the Black City. Pleased to meet you.
That's more like... I'm a darkspawn. Too much. Then Hawk killed him.
Not very well, it appears.
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Great time. Oh, Dorian, I need you. Thank you. Where is the wall? Not in here, apparently. Damn. That always makes it so much easier when it's in the same room. But now I don't remember. Oh, Lego Harry Potter. I don't really know. I think I enjoyed the Star Wars, and of course I haven't finished the Lego Harry Potter because I'm planning on doing year 5, 6, and 7 on stream still. But I did not enjoy that game, 1 through 4, nearly as much as I enjoyed Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, Jurassic World, and Star Wars. There's definitely... I don't know if they just went and tried to add too much or what happened, but... And I didn't enjoy the game that much. Sorry, I'm trying to really make sure that I did not somehow miss the room in here. I don't think I would have. I've never had him on the ground. Huh. And one of the things that kind of bothered me is that as I'm unlocking characters, it doesn't let me keep them or let me be able to switch to them anytime that I need them, even when I'm in an open world or free mode. That's really dumb. So I'm not like a huge fan. I still like the Lego games, but I'm not a huge fan of these. We'll see as time goes on about the others, but not going along that great. Where? Oh, he has it. Give me that. Still haven't seen this rune. Kinda thinking there isn't one. Oh, got it. Oh, purple people need redeemed hydrate again. My bad. Was more focused on trying to find the rune and going on my little tirade about how the Lego Harry Potter is not as great as those first 3 that I played.
A staff? Is this what they were after?
I'd be careful with that if I were you. Just a thought.
Thanks, Dorian. I'll be fine. Helladius ignores all results that do not support his own hypotheses, brushing them off as anomalies and expected deviations. He posits that there will be an acceleration in the channel's creation and will no doubt test the theory without guaranteeing a secure channel can even be maintained. I have argued the inherent risks, the catastrophic tear in the veil that will... Really? I have to use the left stick? That will result from foolishness, but he has the others convinced. He grants only a sneering permission to conduct countermeasures in the event of failure. If I am correct, the only course of action will be to redirect the resulting power into sealing the event itself. The odds of survival are less than ideal, but the surrounding lands will be preserved. Thanks for doing your best, dude, but I'm gonna take this staff. Ow. A rune!
I think time's flowing again.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
Why not? That just means we have a bunch of enemies to fight. No! Too soon. I didn't expect one to be at the door to greet me. Jeez. I wish I ran faster. Okay. Back to the rift. Oh, a loop that I missed. Hold up. I'll be with you in a second. Okay, I'm here.
Hurry, before this gets worse.
Worse than this?
It's just a fade rift. We've done this multiple times before. I'm fairly certain we'll do fine. I'm just waiting on enemies to spawn, because they sure do take a while. Where's that screamy bitch? Not there. Over there! Stop it! Okay. Whoop, we're done. We're done. We're done.
It's done.
Well, I'm rather sick of this place. You?
Next time, the damn demons can stay frozen.
I needed the staff, though. It was a very pretty looking staff. Activate. Activate it all. Okay, well that didn't get me what I needed, but I helped out the keep. And I did see that my operations to, that I sent Cullen and Leilani out on finished, so I'll probably jump to Skyhold again real quick. Maybe. I could also jump to that keep to see how he's doing, because The water. Yeah, that should be good. I wonder if I can get to that now. I think I'd be able to get to that now. Hey man, how are things? Do I not talk to you anymore? Oh, there we go.
Inquisitor.
Jeez. Give me a status report.
Report, Captain. What's the situation in the western approach?
It's been eerily quiet since the wardens left. Now I'm just waiting like a cat in a room full of rocking chairs. We've already
rocking
had an
chairs.
archdemon. I don't want to guess what'll come next.
Alright, I guess that's
Carry
all.
on, Captain.
Shards. Oh, it would help if I was actually in the right place. Hold on. Venatory. Allure. I have to return his supplies. Da-da-da-da. Okay. Oh, there's... What? No. No way. They were talking about a different fortress the whole time. Damn it. I'll go return his supplies, and then... And then I'll go to Skyhold, and then come back to do... other stuff.
What was that? Oh, my fellow researcher. What can I do for you?
Not much of a researcher, but I'm pretty sure that was a lie that I said.
I have the supplies you were waiting for right here.
Now that I have my recipes back, I'll be able to concoct a bait the High Dragon cannot resist.
Ooh.
I have most of what I need, but I still need to gather quillback intestines and a phoenix's tail feather.
I have the ingredients.
One tail feather and one batch of intestines, as requested.
My friend, you are invaluable. I will certainly note your assistance in my monograph on the High Dragon. I will attempt to lure her out as soon as my background research is complete. Mistakes could be deadly. The ancient Tevinters wrote volumes on the study of dragons.
Okay.
I believe they had a laboratory in this desert.
Yeah.
If only their work had not been lost. Truly, the Blights set the field of draconology back centuries. Deplorable.
Found a manuscript?
I found this manuscript on dragons in an ancient Tevinter laboratory. Will it help you?
What remarkable diagrams. Are these chambers
Again,
of the
I'm
draconic
just
heart?
ending up having everything that they
If only
need.
I could read the script. Do you perhaps know a linguist? Or a Tevinter historian?
I have a Tevinter.
Look at me. Nobody's spoken that form of Tavine in 700 years.
I don't.
Apparently
Your
I can't
Inquisition
trust
might.
Dorian.
I'll speak to our specialists.
Okay.
We'll have to speak some other time.
That was great. Anyway, Skyhold. I don't know if that is where my linguist is, but Skyhold. Confessions of a lyrium addict. Drugs are bad. Let's go. Huh. not as bad as I thought it was. Alright, to the war table. And then I'll take a peek around the map to make sure that I don't have a linguist for Tevinter sitting around somewhere here. Since I'm here, I have to remember to do that college quest at the end of the stream. So then that way, it can be done and I don't have to worry about it from now on. Okay. Alright, I guess one of them is not done yet. What the hell? Inquisitor, our soldiers in the western approach located a suitable freshwater source. They faced some resistance from a particularly aggressive Wervin, but were able to subdue the threat and secure the area. I'm told that Lieutenant Kor, in particular, should be commended for his quick response. As you can imagine, their success has raised morale among our followers in the western approach. Cute. Yeah, 7 more minutes left. Damn, I thought Leilani was done too. I was wrong! What is this? Oh. Abandoned gold mine, you say? Oh! Wait, what was the other thing that I needed to do? I've been considering your last letter, and as I do owe you a debt of gratitude for handling the Cumberland incident, I think I have found something that may solve your mystery. I have an acquaintance in Maranthos, I don't remember how to say that, who has
Any
a brother
activity?
If my agents find anything, you will be the first to know.
in the Collector's College of Antiquities. A few favors and he may be able to translate your ancient text, but I should warn you they are likely to be most costly favors. Still, this may be your most promising avenue. That's fine. Do the text, whatever. Esteemed Ambassador Monteliet, enclosed you will find the completed translation of your fascinating manuscript, which our scholars estimate to predate the First Blight. The dialect caused quite a stir in historical linguistics. The College of Antiquities would be most interested in further cooperation with the Inquisition should you uncover more Tavine documents from the pre-Blight era. I can't talk. Okay. I remember it's over here that I gotta do something. Who's busy? Did I send him out? No. It's somebody else that has to do it. Okay. It's somebody else that has to do it. And I think... yeah, not participating. Okay. We've received reports of an abandoned gold mine in the hills south of Griffin Wing Keep. According to the locals, the mine's still capable of producing. It was abandoned only because the threat of Darkspawn attack made the operation unfeasible. Should we dispatch soldiers to secure the place and guard any wagons that make their way to the keep, it should aid considerably to our income for the future.
All right.
Sure. Hey. Then I'm gonna go to the western approach, and I'm gonna try to go farther in the map than I have before. Because I think it should be unlocked all the way to those gates, is what I'm thinking. We'll see. But I'm pretty sure that's the case, is that after I completely got rid of those sulfur pits, I should be able to get there. At least I'm hoping. I keep thinking I'm doing the right thing, but doesn't always work. That mine does nothing for me.
You ever notice how many casualties there are on our patrols?
Oh.
Worse here than any other posting.
The Inquisitor does impossible things and never loses a man.
Actually, you know what? I beg to differ. I do lose men every now and then.
Are you mad?
You just never know because I'm able to revive them every time. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. That did not hurt. Okay, I'm going to try it. We're going to try walking to these plains. This gate. With my not unicorn. And see if I can get in. Now I can't remember if I walked up to this door or not. Or if I just couldn't get there because of the sulfur pits. But I'm willing to try. Excuse me. No, I think I did get here. I just can't get through the gate. God, this sucks. Man! Dropping any goodies? No, cool. Ugh. Guess I'll try walking over here. I'm really running out of options here. I keep getting desperate in hopes to do something. But I just keep getting shot down. I did not... Nobody saw that. Huh.
Don't worry, your worship. We'll hold the bridge against anything.
Yeah, you guys were sure holding the bridge. You were just standing there, and they weren't injuring you. Okay. Please let me in. Old prison road? So this used to be a prison. Okay. Oh, Fade touched Lazarite, huh? Ew. Ew. Yep, there was one there. Okay. I'm going to see where this leads me. Because this was the last area that I wanted to go to. When the thing started to fuck me. Come here, my friend. What? Hold on. This dropped something. You guys killed that little animal? I didn't want you to. What the hell? They keep killing the little animals. What was that? That was a concerning sound. Please tell me this is the way into this place. Please. I need it. Prison runes, great. Climb. Please let me in. Let me in. At least I can bounce out of this quickly if it turns out to not be the correct way. Fast travel is so nice. Okay. So this is all Fade Touch. Lazarite? It might not all be that way, but I feel like it is. How we doing? Boys and girls? Yeah, my team isn't up here, but thankfully there's only 3 of you, so... Well, Varric's suddenly here. And then there's Bull. Eventually I'll turn around and see Dorian, but... Let's do another one of these. Okay. I'm just gonna try starting here. Yep, that worked out pretty good. White Wolf! Da 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 da. Ugh. Okay. I think this is the way in. Oh my god, I think I finally found the way in. I think I did it. Yes, I think this is it. No, I don't have the right party member, but there's a camp in here. Or there should at least be a camp in here.